Today's a fun day because we're doing one of my most favorite installs on cars, and that's air suspension. A lot of people hate air suspension for some reason. I'll never understand why. Air suspension is one of my favorite installs to do on a daily driver. It gives you such good versatility when driving. The car looks amazing when it's slammed on the ground, especially with some like nice wheels. It's just so nice. And the install is really not as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. Matthias is going to be helping me today with this install here. And so, let me show you guys what we're working with here. So, as you guys remember, in the last video, we got our... Oh, I almost said work. Oh! No!
Oh my god. You're starting things off great.
No! Let me clean that up. All right, now that my mess is picked up. So, for management, compressor, and tank, we are working with airlift stuff. Huge shout out to Rally Sport Direct for sending over this stuff. So we have airlift performance, 3P management, a raw, I believe 4-gallon tank, 1 Viair 404C compressor, 1/4-inch lines, all the wire harness, whatnot. I'll be doing all that. Fittings, whatnot, all the good stuff. A mount. I got this off Amazon though. If you guys do need a mount for your airlift controller, this is the one I always use, or the management. It's like 35 bucks. And then for the actual struts, huge shout out to Bag Riders for sending these over. So these are Bag Riders, super low air suspension. I'm very excited for these because I've never used them before, and I always like trying something new. So these are designed in a way that are different than airlift struts. These are designed so you can actually drive the car low. If you've ever had like airlift struts before, you know that you drive high because the double bellows design of the actual bag. Single bellow design works fantastic. One of my favorite things about this is the fact that on the top hats they say less tilt, more tilt for the camber adjustment. It's, you know, it's the little things like that that just make me giggle.
I mean, how would you know otherwise?
That's true, more tilt, less tilt. Very excited to get these in. Matt's gonna jump on the struts, I'm gonna jump on the electronics, running airline, things like that. Last time we were able to bag the BRZ in what, like 3 hours?
Yeah, if that.
Yeah, so.
Maybe 2.
Sick, let's get the car up in the air to start with. We'll get the wheels off. Matt will start on the struts, I'll probably start on getting the trunk setup done first. Now, one thing that I'm gonna try, which is not going to happen, is my car's locked. I'm gonna try to keep the trunk as usable as possible, but at the end of the day, it's probably not gonna happen. So I'll still be able to transport stuff. I'll still be able to put stuff in here. Even in the back seat alone, I can fit 4 wheels and tires, so I'm not stressing it. So let's get this thing up in the air. Bag of hats.
What's this little thing sitting here?
Everyone always asks where to get the lift from. I'll link it down below. So you guys, Matt's gonna have a good time with this. Look at them all. That's not okay. There's literally like stuff floating. Matt, I'm sorry, man.
What?
You'll see when you take the rear wheel off.
Spiders?
There's so many webs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, not okay. The spider webs are literally everywhere. It's not as bad on this side. The other side's a little worse. So I'm gonna start back here in the trunk. I'm just going to take the trunk liner out of here. Actually, you know what? I'll probably mock up the trunk setup back here first and then pull it out and start drilling holes and get everything mounted. So sick. While I do that, I think Matt's gonna do, what are you looking for? No glove, no love. So let me jump back here in the trunk. Matt's gonna start doing the struts. As he gets going on the struts, I'll show you guys. Actually, I'll give you guys a quick rundown. Doing struts on these cars are stupid easy. You got 3 top hat bolts up here. On the bottom, you've got 2 17s, a brake line and an ABS line. You pull both of those off, the whole assembly comes out. It's super easy to do. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna go start on this trunk. You guys, we have our trunk setup done. So I decided to keep everything kind of off to the corner so that way it left me more like hatch space if I need to put anything back here. So we've got our air tank mounted up here, we've got our management here, we've got our compressor here. I do kind of like how I'll have it like offset in the corner, and it still looks nice too, which is the big thing with like trunk setups when it comes to this. We have all of our plugs in on the tank. We've got our water trap over here. On the back side of the compressor, I did take the time to heat sheath or just sheath it all so that way it looks a little bit better. And I put a grommet in the hole that's going to be drilled right there. I am gonna have to drill one more hole here that I just realized for all of the wire. Actually, no, I can do it over here. There's already a hole somewhere, like back here. It's like right there though. So I'll drill a hole right here for the wiring to come up and through for the actual management here, and I'll put another grommet in there. I actually don't think I have a grommet big enough for that one, so something fell. So actually, let me drill one more hole for the wire harness to go through here, and then we'll start running all the wiring. Matt's been knocking out the bags. You don't have any of the rears on yet, right?
Nope.
Nope, but the fronts are on, and Matt made a good point. This thing gonna be low. Like low. I'm excited for it though, man. This thing gonna be dope. I am so pumped. These bags look really good too. And the single bellow, I'm curious to see how the single bellow drives versus the double bellow like Airlift has, so sick! Let me get that other hole drilled, and then we can start running our wire harness from the rear up to the front to the battery, and then we can start doing airlines also. Alright, so wiring is being ran and Matt's knocking out the rear bags right now. The longest part about getting like the bags in that Matt pointed out was getting the leader line set up in the bag. If you guys don't know what the leader line is, or you're new to bags, the leader line is the one hard line that comes off the bags right here. So we're gonna end up putting probably some P-clips or something up in here, and you know, just making things nice and pretty. Making them all nice and pretty. So that way our leader line doesn't hit anything, because hitting the leader line on stuff is not a fun time. I also need to check something, because like up here behind the bag on Subarus, a lot of the time screws will stick out and they can like pierce the bag. So just make sure you got nothing sticking out. We're good up here in the front, but normally if you have like a master cylinder brace or something that comes through up here, it's just something to watch. Same with like these AOS bolts over here. Gotta check these. We're feeling they're pretty far away right there. It's just when you start adding a ton of camber. So up here in the front, I've got the power wire and the ignition wire for the system to run. These I go through the grommet and the firewall. While I am in that grommet, I'm gonna go ahead and get that leader line situated up there, get the air line ran for this front left bag back into the back of the hat, and then I'll do the same thing for the front right. So I totally spaced, and I don't have an add-a-fuse for the ignition wire. That's all right though. I can snag one from AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Airlift does give you a really stupid way of doing it. They give you these little guys right here that you like slip over a fuse, and then you stick it into the fuse box, and then you use this guy to kind of like crimp it on. It's dumb. It's a dumb way of doing it in my opinion, so we're not gonna do it that way. So I'm gonna focus up here on this front left bag, get the leader line kind of tied up with a P-clip, get the air line and the fender liner drop down, run that into the car, run the power wire out of the car up near the battery. So let's focus up here now. Alright, so we're pretty much done with the fronts. We have the airline ran, we've got this fender garnish that isn't all the way pushed in. So we've got the airlines to the front ran going all the way to the trunk. We've got the power and ground done for the management system right here. We've got the front left, front right. I mean, both those are done. So all we have left to do is the airlines for the rear, but we need to run to Home Depot to grab some fittings because Matt has this like ingenious way of doing it with some like 90s right here that come up and out on both sides. So we're gonna go grab that stuff. We also need to grab an add-a-fuse while we're out and about, and then we should be able to wrap this up, because I mean we're almost done. We got front right, front left, rear airlines there. Our trunk setup is already done. All of the bags are already installed. So let's go run over to the hardware store. All right, we're back from the hardware store and the auto parts store. We got the add-a-fuse, already got that in the car. The last thing that we have to do is get the rear airlines done and sorted. We got the wrong 90-degree fitting from the auto parts store. We ended up getting 3/8 when it was 1/4 inch. Don't ask me why. We were back and forth. We both forgot what fitting size it was, and we ended up getting 3/8, so it's 1/4 inch. So we're gonna do a different way of figuring out these rear air lines. While Matt figures that out, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of the holes drilled for the management going through the trunk panel in the back, so that way all of the air lines can feed up, kind of like what we did in the BRZ on here. So I need to drill one hole for the water trap to go over to the management, and then I need to drill all the holes for the management to have the airline feed through the bottom. So I'm gonna knock this out real quick. Matt's gonna big brain some stuff over here to get airline into the trunk, and then I will do something. I'll probably run the exhaust airline out the bottom. Baby, well, we don't know if they work yet. We're about to find out. So while the car's up on quick jacks, we're gonna fire it up. We're gonna let the compressor fill up the tank, make sure that we have no leaks. If we have a leak, we gotta go find the leak before we put it in the bags, because that way we can track down where the leak is. Matt's tightening up the last wheel right now. Overall, bag install went pretty smooth. No real hiccups or issues or anything like that. Pretty straightforward. So let's turn this puppy on. Shall we see if we have leaks? Well, should we see if anything even powers up? I think so.
Well, you got a bit of a fucking problem, yeah?
Nice shot.
Thanks, man.
We could be Australian.
I think so.
All right, let's do this. We should have power. That's a good sign.
Hey.
Now the compressor should, okay, so English. Go! Let's let that fill up. I'm not gonna calibrate it yet, so exit out. Sick! We'll let this guy fill up. You guys don't want to listen to this thing run forever, so I'll be right back. Everything looks to be holding pressure, so let's put the car back on the ground. Let's get the quick checks out from under it and air this bitch out. All right, now our fenders are not rolled, so I don't know if I can actually air all the way out, but I might just send it, because that's just the kind of person I am.
Sure. The front, I mean, they still, oh God. Oh God. Hold on, stop.
What?
Just stop everything.
What happened?
Oh God.
What happened?
Oh, you're on tire. Oh God.
What was that?
You were on the fucking tire.
What was the popping noise?
You crushing the shit.
Oh God!
Dude, you like.
Nothing happened.
Look at that.
That was already there, dude.
Oh, okay.
We need a fender roller.
Draper, look a little more excited during this, please. Okay. Oh!
Are we good?
Oh my God!
Are we clearing?
Bro!
Are we clearing?
No. No. No, you're not clearing.
What do you mean we're not clearing? Bro,
But you're rolling your own fenders?
Bro, I still got 30 PSI to go in the front.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
What?
I still have 30 PSI.
Even Draper is amused.
Dude, these are low bag.
Oh my God. That's it right there.
That's aired out in front.
Is it?
How's it look? Bro, a lip and it is on the front. Dude!
Never in my life, dude.
Matt, look at it! Dude!
Are you joking?
You put a lip on that, it's on the ground, dude.
Oh my God.
Sigh, dude.
Sigh, dude.
Sigh, dude.
You're just one of those WRX kids now.
Dude, it looks so good back with these wheels.
Yeah.
Those wheels look so good. I need a lift kit on this thing.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so scared of you airing it back up. Oh my, you're tucking.
Bro, it's not aired out.
Are you kidding?
I'm not. Alright, this is fully aired out.
Dude, you're tucking rim right now. This is
Dude, it's so low!
Dude. Drive like that, they roll themselves.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does anyone local have a fender roller we can use? How do we not have a fender roller?
I don't know, we had one.
This is aired out.
We had one. Yeah, but it's not aired out because you're on tire. Like, this should be completely tucked, but you're on the tires.
Yeah.
The tires are holding your car up right now.
It's kind of cool, right? That's a flex.
If you drive like that, it's just gonna roll itself.
So you guys, it is the next evening. As you can tell, it's dark as hell. We're out at the shop. A, I had to drop some stuff off. B, I tried to get a little bit of cinematic B-roll stuff. I don't know how well it was. I need to get one of these fancy gimbals that Matt has. Matt suggested the Zyu crane. Zyu crane, but honestly, you guys, the car looks incredible. I rolled the fenders earlier. It's been so busy today with prep for Big Northwest, running errands, rolling the fenders on this thing, cleaning the car. It's been a nightmare. I'm setting 2 engines down to out front, one for the WRX and then the FA20. Now that I have the pistons, I'm gonna send the pistons down with that block so that way I can get bored and honed. I'm still waiting on the connecting rods for it, so, but I figured if I'm sending 1 engine, I might as well just send them both down there. Makes more sense. But dude, you guys, this thing looks incredible. Honestly incredible. I am stoked with the wheel choice that we have and the bags. Like, honestly, if I do bags again in the future, I will not buy, I'll buy airlift management, but for the bags themselves, 100% the Bag Riders ones. They feel better than airlift. The single bellow versus the double bellow design, I'm not quite sure why, but for some reason it feels better. Like it's not bad driving. So the car is pretty much slammed on the ground, you guys, and Matt is over there doing more filming stuff. But honestly, the car is pretty much on the ground. We could go lower if we wanted to. I really don't think it's needed or necessary to do so. With a front lip with side skirt extensions and a rear diffuser, this thing will literally be sitting on the ground. Yeah, so I mean, we raised the rears like 1 inch and the fronts like 1.25 inches. If we hadn't have done that, this car would literally be laying frame on the ground, and you guys can see it right here. I mean, just with these Johnnies, dude, fitment is like tucked hard. I love it. I'm having my Stancy Boy hatchback, and it's gonna make some power. Dude, this thing looks so good. I don't care what you say, man. I love this car. I love this thing. But that is all I got for you guys on this one. Tomorrow's gonna be some more Big Northwest prep. You guys are going to Big Northwest. I will see you there on Sunday. I will be meandering around. I'll probably be over by the Blue Brew for a while. I'm gonna be making my way to some of the vendor booths, some of the sponsors of the hatch, Cobb, Rally Sport Direct, Grim Speed, Perrin, all these guys, all the cool dudes out there. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. That'll be a fun time, but I feel like I'm rambling at this point. So anyways, if you guys like the video, if you guys like how the hatch looks absolutely slammed on its nuts, go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver sign, whatever color it turns for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be, I'll put it in one of these corners. Not sure which one yet, but you're an adult, so if you want to subscribe, I'm not going to tell you to. It's right there for you. So with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies.